The 7 levels of monsters. Lock it. Rewind. We're 6 seconds in. Rewind.
The 7 levels of monsters. Explained.
Level 1. Do I want to guess? Level. I can't really guess any levels between 2 and 6. Level 1 has to be like shitty grunts, like a level 1 brute. Like a zombie. Is a zombie more than level 1? Level 7's gotta be like Art the Clown. Like something that's just like an individually terrifying thing or idea.
Level 1, local threat.
The bottom of the food chain. Not
We're local threat. We're putting fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre at level 1. Oh, because you have to like be in his house for him to kill you. You could just run away and he leaves you alone.
Threat.
Oh my god, the smile demon. Something that like follows you around. The smile demon is like level 7.
the bottom of the food chain. Not because they're bad monsters, but because you can literally leave or alternatively beat the crap out of. Most of these monsters you have to go to them. They're most likely not even hunting you. For example, those descent creatures. There's a reason you stick to Taurus.
I don't know. Like, yeah, you have to go to them, but there's certain creatures that are still really fucking scary. Like the Conjuring house. It's like a ghost, but if you're not in the house, it's not going to kill you. But if you are in the house, that's fucking terrifying. Like, from an outside perspective, yeah, level 1, just don't go near it. But, like,
To prove that
that's fucking terrifying if you're inside of it. I'm not going, oh, that's a level 1 monster. I think a level 1 monster is like a zombie. A werewolf.
explored caverns, and as we see from the movies, all it takes is for a woman with a disloyal boyfriend to absolutely go ham on these creatures and to come out somewhat alive. Other monsters like Leatherface, yes, humans can certainly be monsters, the Pale Man, Frankenstein's monster, the Creeper, and Gremlins fall into this category. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, gremlins are kind of more just like weird goblin creatures than monsters. They might not even be level 1. They're like mischievous.
I'm not saying they
Like a leprechaun would be in level 1.
won't rock your shit. They absolutely will, but their threat is limited to a few miles. Oh, but the Creeper can fly. Firstly, that lazy, unemployed sloth only wakes up every 23 years for 23 days so we can spawn camp his sleeping bag. And even then, he's basically a road hazard. Bat soup is more globally dangerous than him. The Creeper has to eat similar parts of humans to regenerate its own counterpart. Therefore, we can lure it using a trap.
Yeah, I think like any of those monsters, dude, even like the Jersey Devil, Bigfoot, are those monsters? I mean, they're more like they're like mysterious creatures, but even those are like level 1, bro. Mothman, yeah, shoot him with a fucking gun. Never understand. I'm gonna have the take that, like, Voldemort is a level 1 monster. I can't get over the fact that in the Harry Potter world, having a revolver is more powerful than the most powerful spell in existence. Before he goes, Avada, I just shoot him right between the eyes. He's dead. That's not an L take. If you live in the Harry Potter verse and you have an AK-47, you are Voldemort times 30. Because any spell, yes, they have cloaks of invisibility, but if they don't know that you have a gun and you just kind of look like a regular guy, you are infinitely more powerful than them. So he can't be above level 1 because a human idea and concept could just kill him.
Of people who are scared as we know it.
He has a shield charm. He has a shield charm. You think his shield charm's stopping a fucking rocket launcher? What if I fucking stuff a grenade in his cloak? Is his shield charm stopping that?
Hunts
Yes? Bro.
Tracking
There's just no world where he survives that. He could teleport.
cortisol from its third nostril. Once we trap it, we can rip its wings off and it wouldn't have the ability to regenerate wings unless it eats.
Wow, Lucifer's a show that I loved and then just stopped watching.
Wouldn't have the ability to regenerate wings unless it eats Ronnie Coleman's.
That's like half the shows that I watch, though. I get to season 3 and I go, what's this new show? Let me start that.
Lats. From there, cut it up and make sure it can never regenerate again. And don't even get me started on Leatherface. He's
Bro,
bound
Leatherface
to his.
is the lamest fucking villain ever, dude. I can't get over that shit. It's just like a stupid depiction of Ed Gein, and it's just like a big, semi-chubby guy with a chainsaw that's covering his face in human skin. He has no visual capabilities, and he's slow. just run away. That is, like, he is the easiest guy to defeat.
Farm, and last I checked, he's not surviving 6 guided missiles from an M142 high mobility artillery rocket system. And Frankenstein's
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's not the take I was going for. Yeah, high-tech military capabilities are probably taking him down.
monster, here's the plan. We hogtie Victor Frankenstein like his Red Dead and deliver him on a silver platter. He's happy, we're happy, job done. The monsters on this level are usually locationally dependent or can be exploited quite easily. The Pale Man is my favourite monster ever by far, but it's magically bound in its lair. Like the rest of this list, you have to actively enter their domain for them to be our
I have never seen the Pale Man. He looks through his eyes in his hands. Like, what?
their domain for them to be our problem. There's not much risk to civilization here, unlike
Level 2. Predator.
Oh my god, Chucky. I don't know if you could have Michael Myers. No, Michael Myers, you just run away from his town. But Michael Myers is technically immortal, and so is Jason. Chucky, on the other hand, is stupid shit. I think Chucky's probably one of the worst monsters. He's just like a conniving doll. He's like a fucking Goosebumps story. Kick him in the fucking teeth. Break him.
Now we're dealing with monsters that hunt you and most definitely are a threat. These aren't confined to one house or cave. They're mobile, methodical, and oftentimes
I feel like Jason has to be level 3, no? Michael Myers could be level 2, but because Jason will run at you. Michael Myers only walks. Again, just have a 4.5 mile per hour pace, and you are not dying to Michael Myers. Even if he teleports or whatever, if he's like in your vision, he's just going to like walk towards you, and the second you're out of town, he fucks off.
relentless. Monsters like Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Diddy, and Chucky are predators. Jason's killed across multiple states
Diddy's level 2.
from Crystal Lake, Manhattan, even outer space if you count Jason X. His most underrated ability is his intelligence. He showed proficiency in setting traps and wielding various weapons with insane efficiency. He also demonstrated SEAL Team 6 tactical skills by disabling electronics and cutting off communication lines before hunting his victims. And just like his
Bro, did we just say he had SEAL Team 6 level tech for turning off a circuit breaker? This guy must have been in the Green Berets. This guy knew how to fucking turn off the lights in the house.
arch nemesis,
He cut the wires.
Freddy Krueger, is also an absolute threat that hunts you in your sleep. The dream world is his home court advantage as he has reality warping powers capable of turning someone into a cockroach. He also went band for band with Jason, so we know he can take the upper echelon of beatings. But here's Freddy's fatal flaw. In dreams he's invincible, but when he's pulled into the real world he becomes mortal and can be killed. He's also geographically limited as he is obsessed with terrorizing Springwood. If you move away from
I just hate the whole Freddy. I hate the whole Freddy Krueger series, man. The whole point is like, we can't fall asleep. They fall asleep. We can't fall asleep. What do we do? They fall asleep. They die. It's like not as good as I'd rather watch like idiots just run from Michael Myers for 2 hours.
Elm Street and forget about him entirely, he loses his connection to the physical world, which is exactly what happened in Freddy vs Jason. Those limitations keep him at level 2. And before you diss Chucky, he's very much also a threat, using his size to his advantage through sneak attacks when you least expect it. Just because the later movies made it more of a joke and relied on brain dead protagonists doesn't mean Chucky isn't capable, as evident from the first movie. The difference between this level
He's a doll, bruh. I mean, like, what is he filled with lead? Is he a tungsten cube? He weighs like 4 pounds. Even if he's possessed, he doesn't have the physical capability to kill most people. He's immortal, bro. I don't care. He's a fucking doll. Lock him in a box, man. Lock him in a box. I'd fucking tie his ass up.
and the last is that they're more seasoned killers and actively hunt. But I still wouldn't call them apex.
He's the strength of a full-grown man. I hate when... I'm gonna look up how strong is Chucky. His strength comes from dark voodoo magic. He has the viciousness of an adult human serial killer, allowing him to overpower adults. He could stab through wooden doors. Bro, but he has the strength of a full-grown man in a doll body. That's a nerf. That's a nerf. That's not a buff. Like, people say that as like, oh, he's tiny, but he's as strong as a full-grown man. I would rather have the size of a full-grown man and the strength of a full-grown man than the size of an infant and the strength of a full-grown man. He's a mini zombie. He's a baby zombie, bro. That's what he is. Like, yeah, he's got speed and stealth, I guess, but it's like you can still pick his ass up.
Predators, as they're not leveling cities or threatening nations with supernatural abilities.
How much does he weigh? Bro, I don't know. They're gonna say the voodoo magic weighs him down like he's fucking Thor's hammer or some shit.
Unlike
Level
He's unpickupable. Yo, you are on crack if you're putting Art the Clown at level 3. No. Unless we're talking like level 7's Dormammu and it's just like a universal swallowing figure, Art the Clown is like the scariest fucking... He's a demon. And he also like tortures you to death and smiles while it's happening. Like, that's not... Oh, God. I just can't... No, I can't sit here and say Art the Clown's level 3.
3. Apex Predator.
level 2 monsters you can theoretically escape or rely on a gimmick, but level 3 gets a bit more dangerous as their supernatural abilities are more prominent. Monsters like Samara Morgan, Art the Clown, Burgul, and the creature from It Follows are apex predators. Imagine your dumbass friend shows you a tape that says do not watch, and next thing you know you're fighting Samara Morgan in hand to hand.
I don't know, you could escape Art the Clown. Like, the one scene in the 3rd movie when he's at a bar, he's kind of like bantering with everybody. In that moment, if you went, this shit's weird, I'm out. Just leave. Like, you know what I mean? He's getting a drink. There's like 5 guys at the bar, and they're all pestering him, and he's like pulling these weird fucking things out of his trash bag. In that moment, I'm going, that's fucking weird. I'm leaving. You live. But they pester him, and then he pulls out a gun and fucking shoots everybody.
And combat.
And that's why Art the Clown's also above level 3. Art the Clown in a losing scenario will default to just killing your ass. He has no rules he lives by. Michael Myers just is like, oh, I have to kill you with a chef's knife, and I'm gonna walk. Whereas Art the Clown in a losing scenario just goes, fuck it. Bang! And just shoots you.
And no offense, you're not winning. Okay, sure, you can show the tape to someone else, but you're not exactly defeating
Level 4, Anton Chigurh.
it from humanity's perspective. Similarly,
The scene with him in the tractor. Editor, put that up.
the creature
You don't know Anton Chigurh? Bro, Anton Chigurh might be level 7, dude.
from It Follows punishes you for getting too freaky. Bet you're finally glad you're a virgin now because that's the only way you can beat this monster. But seriously, the entity doesn't eat, sleep or tire, and while you can pass it on, you're never truly free. Once someone is killed by the entity, it goes back down the line in order, starting with the person who infected the most recent victim. And finally, another one of my favourite monsters in recent cinema is Art the Clown. And you're probably thinking, how can you put him in this level when he's invincible? Great question, viewer who hasn't subscribed yet.
Okay, yep, fair point, cinema guy. Fair point, cinema guy. You have swayed my hand, I did say that.
Art the Clown has no ambition. He's satisfied with his 9 to 5. He's the Goodwill Hunting of the horror universe. Despite being an immortal conjurer,
He doesn't want more. Art the Clown's not trying to climb the corporate ladder here, okay? Art the Clown's trying to josh around, you know, get his wage pay and smoke some weed, you know? Art the Clown is just trying to fucking chop up some bodies here and there, and then he goes into hibernation for another 5 years.
of the devil himself with teleportation abilities, this psycho is content with terrorizing a couple people as much as possible, rather than expanding his portfolio. He even lets you get hits in and waste time torturing individuals rather than reaching his full potential and taking a more efficient cleansing approach, if you catch my drift. With that being said, Art is still absolutely an apex predator wielding
Never understand that shit. Never understand that shit in horror movies. That's this, no, like, I understand it's needed for the part of the movie and it's like a part of slasher films, but I hate when it's like, they shoot the guy. This guy's been terrorizing them for weeks. Okay, he's killed 100 people. They shoot him. He gets up. He runs away. He comes back. They shoot him again. He gets up, runs away, comes back. Finally, they shoot him 3 times. Doom, doom, doom. He's lying on the floor bleeding out. And they're like, we got him. And they walk up. Guess who? He stands up and fucking kills your ass again. I'm chopping his head off. right? If I get him down and he's on the floor and he looks dead, I'm hacking his body into 5,000 pieces. Like I'm not going, okay, we're gonna chance that he's still here.
Natural abilities, and in Terrifier 2 we see him control time and space, twisting reality to confuse and disorient his victims. Another key aspect of Art's powers in Terrifier 2 and 3 is his ability to heal quickly. We see him take incredible damage like being hacked and shot, but he recovers almost immediately and keeps on going. What separates level 3 from level 2 is that these monsters now operate on an even more extensive supernatural level. They require rituals, specific knowledge, or divine intervention to stop. But when you take an apex predator—
What the fuck? We're only halfway through the fucking video. What's after that? Like, are we going like entities? Like, I think he's gonna get to like the Smile Demon or like Bird Box or some shit. Like Godzilla level, yeah, Kong. He destroyed Dormammu, Destroyer of Worlds.
and force feed it an audiobook from—
Bro, Pennywise is not level 7, chat. Pennywise kills people and then goes to bed for fucking 27 years. Like
Sun Tzu, The Art of War. You get
Level 4, Regional Catastrophe.
oh my god, we're actually okay, Alien sure, Kong, yeah. I don't know, they're just not as scary. You know, I feel like a personable creature's a lot more scary than like Godzilla.
We've officially left the realm of individual destruction and
Barbarian boob monster. Yeah, if the barbarian boob monster is shown at all in this video, I crash out. You will witness my face turn red in a matter of seconds.
entered mass casualty events that will rack up Avengers level infrastructure damage numbers. Monsters like the Guemul, Kayako Saeki, King Kong, Xenomorph, and the Yautja are regional catastrophes. When one of these bad boys get loose, the government declares—
Yeah, I think aliens definitely won. Like a xenomorph problem would destroy Earth or like a country.
as states of emergency and entire cities get evacuated. The Xenomorph is unique, as you could make an argument it goes in the lower tier, but given their
No.
ability to multiply and that their evolution's greatest creation for being a predator, they can be regional catastrophes. This is seen in Aliens when Hadley's Hope colony with a settlement was completely overrun in a matter of weeks.
Oh my god, chat, I just see, here comes the glaze again. What are the odds the Thing's up on this list? What are the odds the Thing, a mimic of sorts?
What?
0? Bro, that could infect everyone though.
One singular infestation
If you released the Thing into New York City, the whole world's dead.
spawned
Everyone dies.
150 plus xenomorphs, requiring nuclear destruction of the entire facility to stop. We will also see the Xenomorph Queen in the next level, because while individual drones can
Like I'd let that happen. Oh, McChunky's gonna stop it. Once he sees New York City's taken over, he just goes,
overwhelm a colony, a queen lays hundreds of eggs and can establish a self-sustaining hive that spreads exponentially across the entire region. Their biology makes them devastating, and as the android Ash once said, they are the perfect organism. They are suited to any environment, can survive extreme temperatures, can exist in the vacuum of space, and their molecular acid blood makes them nearly impossible to kill without dying yourself. Not only are they fast and intelligent, but they don't radiate heat, making them invisible to thermal imaging. Another regional catastrophe would be the Guemul from The Host that goes on a rampage through Seoul, causing South Korea's entire emergency response system and military to be activated for one creature. And moving away from infrastructure damage is the—
yeah, I fully believe that if a monster like this ever got released, I don't think they're trying to contain it. I think they're just nuking us. Like, say you live in a city where, like, Godzilla gets released, yo, they are nuking your ass. It's a contamination thing. Like, it's like, if this gets out, it's bad.
Kayako Saeki from The Grudge, which unlike Samara Morgan, curses the whole location and is parasitic through touch, which most people don't know about. Anyone who enters the compromised location becomes instantly part of the curse. Then anyone who encounters this person or merely touches them becomes unalive. The curse spreads across cities, taking the lives of thousands and even reaches America. You can't burn the house down either, they've tried that. This curse also possesses people to commit atrocities, which spawns another curse where the atrocity was committed, separate to the curse before
Oh, that is fucking terrifying. I've never seen this film.
that. And finally, to round up the regional catastrophes is King Kong, who seems almost quaint compared to modern kaiju, but his intelligence and agility makes up for his disadvantages.
Yeah, but King Kong's kind of nice, though, you know? He's, like, misunderstood.
He is devastating on a regional scale, as seen in the movies, but the reason he isn't a national threat is, let's be real, the missiles he was taking were standard missiles and cruise missiles, but he's not surviving a GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator to the head.
I love how he gives the specific missile. He's not like, oh, he's not surviving a nuclear bomb. He's not surviving a G-58 bomb with high caliber fucking speed rounds out of a B-52 bomber dropped from an altitude of 20,000 feet going 98.7 miles per hour.
What makes level 4 different is the scale and response, as these monsters force entire regions to mobilize. The death toll climbs into the hundreds or thousands, and the economic and infrastructure damage approaches Avengers level. But if we took this and scaled the power even higher, we get
Level 5. National threat.
The flip? The flip? Is this just not another xenomorph?
Now we're talking creatures that can't be stopped by conventional military force, and
Oh, it's the queen.
nukes become the top option despite it might not even working. Monsters like Clover, Xenomorph Queen, Rodan, and the Otachi are national threats. Don't sleep on Rodan.
Yo, I would love if he just rage baited and put like Mothman at level 6. Level 6, the Jersey Devil.
This badass went
Yeti.
toe to toe with King Ghidorah and only lost because, well, it's Ghidorah. And Clover destroyed New York City in one night. It's strong, aggressive, and covered in bear-sized parasites that are deadly predators themselves. We see that conventional defense such as tanks, airstrikes, and guided missiles don't work. The hammer down protocol at the end is likely a tactical nuke on American soil. That's what it takes to make.
Yeah, I think I went into this video going with the idea of like, okay, level 1 through 7 is going to be off like scariness and death, where it's just like, oh, death count. Like the monster that kills the most people.
Kill Clover. And moving up the food chain, we get the Otachi, a bioweapon created by an alien race. The Otachi is a category 4 kaiju, the second strongest, losing only to its more superior counterpart, the Slattern, which falls in the next level. These kaiju can destroy cities in a whim, along with their toxic blood that poisons entire water systems. If the rift hadn't closed, then humanity most certainly would have faced extinction. And finally, the Balrog from Lord of the Rings, a demon from the ancient world. It destroyed an entire dwarven kingdom, and it took Gandalf, another Maya, dying and being resurrected by literal gods to kill it. All the monsters on this level have to be neutralized in a special way, may it be the chainsword in Pacific Rim to kill the Otachi, or relying on a volcano to incinerate them like with Rodan. But either way, with the help of humanity's greatest minds and soldiers, they can be stopped. And before we move on, it would be a dream if you could help this channel reach 4,000 subscribers, and it's completely free. Thank you.
Level 6.
Son of a cat with a gun on me. Godzilla level 6. What is level 7? The Thing! The Thing! Cinema. That's the thing, right? That's the thing.
Global threat.
The endgame. The monsters that can wipe out our species and send us to play with the dinosaurs.
Oh my god! Yes! 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 Level 7, admittedly, but, you know, level 6, I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Best movie ever. Best movie ever, it's fine. Whatever.
Monsters like Godzilla, The Thing,
Chat, you don't understand. The Thing's worse than a xenomorph. Because a xenomorph, you know it's a xenomorph. The Thing is killing you like a xenomorph, but it looks like your mom, you know? Like, it's killing you and then cloning your body and replacing you with all of your memories. So it's like, it's just you. It's you in every way outside of the fact that it's the Thing.
King Ghidorah, the fighting.
And you have no way of knowing. Well, no, there's blood tests and you get into that. They can't replicate earrings and body piercings and shit.
Machines from War of the Worlds and the Death Angel.
But it would kill everybody. The only way you could really stop the thing is if you were like a North Sentinelese Islander. Like, if you would have to live somewhere so remote that nobody would ever find you.
It's only, and I emphasize only, if they come in the thousands through meteors like in A Quiet Place Day 1. Otherwise, one singular Death Angel would go into Predator level. These apocalypses require divine intervention to win, like in War of the Worlds, where the only way the tripod fighting machines were stopped was through catching a cold. This thing can take nukes like it's nothing but got stopped by a little sneeze. And do I need to say anything about Godzilla? His mere presence causes seismic activity across the Pacific Rim, and his atomic breath has the yield of a thermonuclear weapon.
Well, it's also hard to gauge Godzilla because there's so many Godzilla movies where he ranges from like basically level 2 to level 10. Like, he breaks the scale in some ways, you know what I mean? Like, if you watch a Godzilla film, there's ones where he's just kind of like local city threat. He's like 1/10 the size as other Godzillas. There's ones where he has like plasma rays shooting out of his fucking mouth. Like, he could just kill Earth instantly. It's inconsistent in like how strong he is.
He can even drill a hole through the earth with his heat ray and can—
I watched this Godzilla movie every time, bro. We need Godzilla's here. It's like you're always watching. They just like, they like lore vomit onto you. They're like, Godzilla's in the underworld with King Kong, but he's broken free. He's awoken from his slumber. This hasn't happened in 57.7 years. We didn't expect him to wake from now. We have to go get King Kong and give him some cool gear. Oh, but King Kong has a toothache. That's gonna delay our problem.
fling King Kong like he's a child. And the only monster that can go toe to toe with Godzilla without help or a weapon is King Ghidorah, a three-headed alien dragon that can fly at supersonic speeds, regenerate from almost any wound, and shoot lightning gravity beams from each mouth. Ghidorah creates global superstorms just by existing, with hurricanes forming around him wherever.
Your calluses are level 7. They're not that bad. They kind of look like blisters. They kind of look like blisters on my hands. What do you mean, ew? What do you mean, ew? What do you want me to wear fucking fingerless gloves at the gym like a loser?
There he goes.
The one chatter that wears fingerless gloves at the gym.
He's an alpha predator that can control the minds of other titans. The only thing that stops him is Godzilla, not humanity. And finally, the Thing.
Oh my god, I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
The most insidious threat on this list because you can't see it coming. It's an extraterrestrial organism that assimilates any living creature it touches, perfectly replicating them down to their memories. If it had reached civilization, every infected person becomes a new infection vector. You could even argue this makes it a cosmic level threat if it were to enter space. All the monsters on this list could take over planets, and there's very little humanity could do about it.
Bro, I think, like, the Thing has an easier stoppable rate, but a higher ceiling. Does that make sense? Like, Godzilla, problem. You know, Godzilla, oh, fuck. But, like, you got Godzilla like, say Godzilla spawns on Earth, everybody's just gonna start sending fucking B-52s to, like, bomb the shit out of it. You know, at some point it'll die. But if you have the Thing, it's going to become a pretty big, you either snuff it out like in the movie, or it becomes a pretty big problem pretty fast before anybody knows. And then at that point, it's like, well, there's nothing you could do. Like, you don't know where it is.
But they're not steamrolling multiple planets or have the potential to be a universally existential threat, unlike
Level 7, existential.
Bro, okay, Final Destination. Is that a monster? That's just death. Does that count? Final Destination is just death. That's yeah, I guess that's a monster. But, like, that's just death itself. Or a karma. Why is Pennywise on 7? Because he's technically, like, a demon.
We've now reached near godlike beings, and in the case of one of them, death itself.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know. Death itself, that's not really a monster.
These are forces that exist beyond.
That was Candyman? Bro, that shit was not. I'm telling you right now, if Candyman is on this fucking list. That was not Candyman. That was the guy from Final Destination. He's the doctor.
Our dimension and beyond our reality. Monsters like Cthulhu, Death from Final Destination.
Why is my middle finger so bent? Who cares, dickhead? You ain't seen Final Destination. I know that motherfucker.
And Pennywise as Deadlights are cosmic threats. Cthulhu is a priest of the great old ones, and his mere existence warps the minds of anyone who perceives him. Cthulhu can conquer without lifting a finger. H.P. Lovecraft
Candyman level 8. The bees.
even described him as a being so alien that the human mind cannot process his true form without fracturing completely. When he awakens, humanity goes mad and then gone in an instant. And to quote Lovecraft, Cthulhu is not composed altogether of flesh and blood and can never truly perish. When the stars are right, they can plunge from world to world through the sky. And similarly, Pennywise in its true form is not just a clown. It's an entity older than the universe. The Deadlights are a construct of pure, ancient evil that predates our cosmos. They are powerful enough to cause instant death, permanent insanity, or a catatonic state simply by being looked at. They can destroy, consume, and trap human consciousness operating at.
Oh shit, I haven't seen the show of the origin of Pennywise. I might be dead wrong, bro. I forgot that he just took the life in figure shape of that clown. He's not actually like I knew he's not actually a clown, but it's like he is a lot scarier when you make the connection in your head that he's just making himself look like that, when in reality he could look like anything.
Cosmic level, with the only way to permanently destroy is to hope
What in the flat earth photo is this? Ice wall on the back of a turtle? Oh, Jesus.
Maturin the giant turtle intervenes. And finally, Death from Final Destination. You can't fight death, it's as simple as that. And also, those movies traumatized me as a kid. It's why I'll never go on a balancing beam or go in a tanning bed in my life. Anyway, what makes level 7 different from every other level is the scale, as they threaten sanity, reality, and existence itself, requiring literal gods to defeat. And if you want to see the 7 levels of psychopaths, check
Anton Chigurh! Anton Chigurh!
out this video here. Don't
Bro, Anton Chigurh could be on the monster list, bro. Trust.
Call it. This coin has been here for 22 years. It's been waiting to get to you. Call it.
Well, what do I stand to win?
Everything.
Solid scene. I could rewatch that. He made that movie.